things that are wrong with an economy where caregivers aren't compensated well either. And well, let's be honest, there are relationships between the fact that certain areas of work are underpaid and the fact that those same areas of work have been predominantly women. We can't pretend otherwise. When we look at how domestic workers have been excluded from labor protections, when we look, in my view, at part of the indefensible gap in teacher pay relative to what you would expect for that level of qualification, and when you look at caregivers, I think we're seeing the effects of the fact that our economy has not valued so-called women's work as completely as it has other roles in the economy.
Part of the problem is that it's just foolish. If I had to quit my job, I would not have had health insurance, and Ethan would have cost the state a lot more money. Myself and my sons would have been, and my husband, we might have who knows, might have been homeless. And if you just prevent these things from happening, then everyone will be better off, and it will cost our government less money in the long run.
Right. Besides, what kind of economy would make you choose between supporting your family in a time of need and maintaining your career? We can do so much better. So what can we do about that? Some of it's the things that we mentioned just now. A couple other things that I think are worth mentioning. One is that there's a relationship between the underpayment to the caregivers you were talking about and the efforts to break down access to organized labor in this country. I don't think we can continue to have strong economies built around people earning good wages if the power of workers is being systematically dismantled. And sometimes we talk about the economy in really complicated ways. And granted, economics is a complicated field, but sometimes it distracts us from how simple some of the problems are. And one of the problems is people don't get paid enough. That's one of the biggest problems of our economy, right? We can do something about that. Not just minimum wage, but supporting pay equity, supporting organized labor. Another thing that I think is worth mentioning is when people are in the situation of caregiving at home, whether it's as parents or caring for elderly parents or for whatever reason do step outside of the workplace, we need to recognize that that's still work. And I believe Social Security should give credit for that because that is work that matters and deserves to be compensated.